good afternoon to all of our viewers in North Texas. You can see this is the Reunion Tower camera in downtown Dallas on earthcam.com. And you can see it is a beautiful afternoon, mostly sunny skies with a couple of those lower hanging clouds. You can tell it just looks hot and humid outside, and even worse, you can actually feel the heat and the humidity today. Summer heat has returned to North Texas. Here's a look at what we got for the forecast this afternoon. Highs are going to be ranging anywhere from 93 to 97 degrees pretty much area-wide today. So if you're working outside, doing any sort of, activities that are, outside for prolonged periods of time, anything like that, take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Take breaks, not only in the shade, but in the AC at times, just because it's hot and humid out there today. And we want you to be taking care of yourself. And if you're new to North Texas and you don't like the heat, well, I hate to break it to you. It gets a lot warmer than this throughout parts of the summer. So this is just the summer heat getting warmed up. So afternoon, it's going to be anywhere from the lower to the upper 90s, depending on location. Zooming into the hyperlocal view for the immediate DFW coverage area, you can see anywhere from 93 to 96 degrees are expected for the metro area today. In terms of those afternoon highs, it's going to be warm and it's going to be humid. Tomorrow morning, we got another warm and humid start to the day, as some areas are going to start off a little bit closer to that 80-degree mark. We're going to be in the upper 70s area wide tomorrow morning. In fact, in the metro, anywhere from 76 to 79 degrees are expected for those morning lows. So it's going to be a hot and humid day. It's going to be another one in the next several days, actually. We got a quiet pattern ahead. Rule of thumb for pet owners, too. Don't walk your pets during the day. Wait until later in the evening, earlier in the morning. It's going to be way too hot for your pet's paws over the next several days during the day. So please don't walk them during the day. Here's a look at what we've got to the next several days. It's important to stay into the heat safety tips, as we're going to be headed into a very warm and humid pattern over the next several days. Protect yourself from the heat, wear the sunscreen. Also, stay hydrated, take breaks in the AC, especially if you're working outside. So if you're doing construction, yard work, or doing any sort of physical activities outdoors for a long period of time, protect yourself from the heat first and foremost, because it's going to be hot and humid outside the next several days. The other thing, too, please don't leave your pets or kids alone in an unattended vehicle, because it's deadly with this heat, and, we don't want to see any of that. So please remember heat safety. Take care of yourself, your pets, and your children. Also, not a bad idea to check up on the elderly or those who have any sort of illnesses that are sensitive to temperature with the heat and the humidity. Now, it's just that time of year. This is completely, normal for North Texas. It's just the start of summer, but with the humidity kind of factored in, maybe a miserable next several days in terms of the heat. So that's a look at the forecast. Even though there's not a whole lot to talk about the next several days, besides the summer heat, we're going to keep you posted with the latest forecast information throughout the day right here on Weather 225. So stick around. You can find our 24/7 right here on YouTube if you're watching, or on Facebook, wherever you can find us on all of our media outlets, and weather225.com. Have a good one. If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015.